One argument exposed the truth. She married me for wealth, not love. The truth didn't come out during a dramatic confession or a late-night phone call. It slipped out during an argument about groceries. I still remember the sound her phone made, one sharp vibration on the kitchen counter. Right as she said the words that split my life in half. "Just relax," she snapped, not even looking at me. "It's not like money is an issue for you. For you." Something about the way she said it felt wrong. Casual. Practiced. Like money wasn't something we shared, but something I provided, like electricity or running water. I laughed it off at first. I always did. But that night, when she went to shower, her phone lit up again. A message preview flashed across the screen. "At least you won't have to worry about money with him. You played it smart." My chest tightened. My hands went cold. I didn't open the message. I didn't need to. That single line echoed louder than any accusation. When we met 3 years earlier, she told me she loved how grounded I was. How safe I made her feel. I thought it was my patience, my loyalty, the way I listened. Now, standing alone in that kitchen, I wondered if she'd meant something else entirely. The signs had been there, small, easy to excuse. Missed calls she blamed on poor signal. A sudden interest in luxury brands she never cared about before. Friends I never met, dinners I was never invited to. And the way she'd grown distant whenever I talked about emotions, but instantly attentive when finances came up. Investments. Property. Long-term plans. I told myself I was being paranoid. That marriage changed people. That love matured into something quieter. But love doesn't make you feel invisible. The argument that followed wasn't planned. It started when I asked her about the message. She froze. Just for a second. But I saw it. The calculation behind her eyes, like she was deciding which version of the truth would cost her the least. "You went through my phone?" she asked, defensive. "I saw the preview," I said quietly. "Who were you talking to?" She sighed, rubbing her temples like I was the problem. "It's just my friend." "You're overthinking this." Then explain what she meant by playing it smart. Silence. The kind that screams. Finally she said it. Not cruelly. Not even angrily. Just honestly. "I needed stability," she said. "And you offered that." The room felt smaller. Like the walls were closing in. "Is that all I was to you?" I asked. "Stability." She hesitated. That hesitation hurt more than any insult. "I do care about you," she said. "But love doesn't pay bills. You know that." Something broke inside me then. Not loudly. Not all at once. Just a quiet, devastating collapse. I thought back to every memory we shared. The wedding day, her vows, the way she cried during our first anniversary dinner. Were those tears real? Or rehearsed? Every time she kissed me after I paid for something expensive. Every compliment tied to something I provided. I felt stupid. Used. Ashamed for not seeing it sooner. But I also felt grief for the woman I thought she was and the marriage I believed in. She cried too. Not because she'd hurt me, but because the illusion was over. "I didn't think it would matter," she said. "I thought love would come later." I looked at her then, really looked, and realized something terrifying. Love shouldn't be a payment plan. Leaving wasn't dramatic. No shouting. No slammed doors. Just me packing a bag while she sat on the bed, staring at the floor, realizing that wealth doesn't mean control. As I walked out, she finally said, "You're making a mistake." I turned back once. "No," I said. "I made one already. I'm just fixing it. It's been months now. I live smaller. Quieter. More honestly. The loneliness still comes in waves. So does the anger. And sometimes, against my will, the love. But I've learned something I wish I'd known sooner. Being valued for what you provide will never feel like being loved for who you are. And the day I stopped confusing the two was the day I finally chose myself.